Aloha, y'all. It is Thursday, named after Thor. Esoterically, it is a Jupiter rule day. Thursday, the 2nd of October. The sun is in Libra, the moon is in Aquarius. I'm not sure if mentioning all the astrology up front is too much jargon or helpful to y'all, so I might just pepper it in this time instead of just talking about it. But the cards I have pulled for the day are the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, so two sevens, very Sun and Libra, balanced out here, and Moonstone, finding your rhythms, right? So let's talk about what this is. If you're a sword, you're an air sign, so a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. It's the mind, right? And the Seven of Swords is all about, go on, take the money and run, speaking truth to power, kind of stopping the deceptions of self and collectively, mentally. On page 134, I want what others have. The Seven of Swords, deception, betrayal, and cunning are at play. Ironically, often when we do something in secret, taking special care not to be discovered, a logic-defying energy plays with us. Two people speaking to one another when they don't normally, sending an email to the wrong person, leaving a phone face up accidentally on a table. Apparently, random collisions like this defy all odds and expose our deceptions, right? With Jupiter in Cancer, it's trining Black Moon Lilith as well as the North Node. It's like our secrets are being revealed right now in a very big way. The use of deviousness to gain an advantage or deceive always contains the seeds of its perpetrator's downfall. Most forms of private and public wrongdoing, acts of adultery, and other personal betrayals, financial frauds, government corruption, even murder and genocide are fueled by lies, fake news, right? Ultimately, every lie we tell haunts our future and sours our past. There is no telling when or how it might collide with reality, rupturing further maintenance and requiring further maintenance and more lies. The truth never needs to be tended to. In the Seven of Swords artwork, we see a figure making a dramatic escape. He carries two swords which he has seized from the obscure floating tank, seemingly a repository guarded by strange disc-eye security. Are the swords artifacts, worthless rusty metal, or fine art? It's like beauties in the eye of the beholder. The powers that be kind of tell, it's like Indiana Jones. It's like, this belongs in a museum. But also it's a little like the emperor has no clothes. Like, who's saying that this is so valuable? This brings into question, what is valuable? What makes something intrinsically valuable? Sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, Moon in Aquarius with Pluto trining Uranus and Gemini. We're having to think about our reality a little, hack a little differently. Who decides what is valuable? Is the culture value, or is the value our culture places on things in itself a grand deception? It's the ubiquitous game of restriction of supply, so an item is perceived as rare, unique, and precious. Diamonds aren't rare, but De Beers Mines has made it so it's kind of a restricted thing. Our prevalent communication delivery system, i.e. the media, drips with stories about the rich and famous designed to make us drool over manufactured and empty lifestyles like Instagram Lives or Entertainment Tonight or whatever the hell. Beneath the luxurious sensual comfort of privilege are the same challenges of love, approval, loss, and abandonment we all face. Kim Kardashian is just as distraught with heartbreak as the girl next door. We are bewitched to fill our own longing for wholeness, certainty, and completion with what we define as other, which is maybe the shadow of Sun and Libra and Mercury and Libra. We're like, oh, the things outside of me are what I aspire to. The Seven of Swords asks you to consider those parts of your life where there may be dishonesty and deception. Perhaps you feel that you don't have the courage and energy to meet something head on. So instead you prefer to delay or avoid for a time, but this too can become ingrained in a pattern which keeps you trapped instead of bringing liberation. Ask yourself where you are not being honest with others and ultimately with yourself. There's an opportunity in this card to put things right and restore your integrity, wielding your sword to cut away your own lies and mistruths and challenging those in the relationships and culture around you. All right, so speaking truth to power. Desiring for what others have, being dishonest and deceptive, challenging cultural values and ideas. Like the emperor has no clothes. It took a little kid shouting, the emperor has no clothes. All the people in the court were like, well, I don't want to lose my head and I want the approval of the king and the court, so I will just say the emperor's clothes are so beautiful. And then the kid's like, he's naked. Right? He takes the sword of truth and runs, and everyone's like, what do we do with that? Right? So that is coming into play with the clarifying card, the Seven of Pentacles, and this card is a gremlins in the machinery, right? How can you check the lubrication of the machinery, and how can you see where there's, things out of alignment, things out of harmony? Pentacles, if you are a pentacle, you're an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's y'all. And the Seven of Pentacles on page 174 says, I am carefully bringing things to life. The patience and kindness, Sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, Jupiter in Cancer, Venus in Virgo. right? The patience and kindness required to grow and sustain a life of value and beauty. We're trying to understand what it means to live honestly, right? And not deceive ourselves or play games at large, right? That requires fine tuning and getting the gremlins and the kinks out of the machine. So the last card is coming from the Crystals deck. It's Moonstone. You can quantumly entangle with this. You don't have to own it. What it is, a shimmering protective talisman for travelers since way back. Moonstone is a dreamy white to peach-hued feldspar, mineral for gazers of sky and soul, North Node and Pisces. Who needs it? All you earth goddesses out there, and the people who you keep around, who need to work on their empathy, patience, and intuition. Where to put it? On your bedside table, in your overnight bag, with your passport and eye mask. When to use it? Under a new moon, use it to set intentions that align with your purest, life-affirming, inner child nurturing calling. Under a full moon, which is coming up soon here, Moonstone belongs in the bedroom or wherever you get down. It says find your natural rhythm. How do we find our rhythm? We have to stop deceiving ourselves. We have to stop conforming. Mr. Anderson, do what we say. And Neo takes the red pill and he breaks out of the matrix, and the computer system, but he still has work to do, and he still has to find relationship balance and personal time and health, and take each breath. Right? He still has a garden to tend, even though he's escaped the quote matrix. So he has to find his rhythm, even though, it's wheels within wheels. Like, it's never ending. It's this, never ending story of Russian dolling. So you break out of the frying pan into the fire, but like in a positive sense, maybe. So where are you lying to yourself? Where are you lying to others? With the sun in Libra and Mercury in Libra, with the moon in Aquarius, with Pluto also in Aquarius, trining Uranus and Gemini, we have to be radically, real in our minds to lubricate and fix the machine as we see fit from our highest selves, North Node and Pisces. And that is going to require you finding your own personal harmony in the dream, your own balance. It's going to look different for everybody. So I can help with that with readings of astrology and tarot. Speaking of which, if you've enjoyed this, leave a tip, obviously. Tag somebody, talk in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are or whatever. Holler for a reading. An hour of cards is $50. 3 hours of astrology is $150. If it's your birthday, it's half off on either or both of those. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on cards yourself. So that's a great way to save. We're in the great work. We're in the great work. So try to wake up like a Buddha, open your eyes, and don't be surprised that we have shadow. See, he's like kind of dark. We have shadows and we play with them, but that's what kind of fixing and maintenance of the machine and the dream is all about to a degree. Welcome to the machine. As Pink Floyd would say, find your natural rhythm. Moonstone. So, find your harmony, find your balance. Sun in Libra, moon in Aquarius kind of stuffs. On that note, enjoy your Thursday, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.